Yeah.
Are yeah, sounds good. Yeah. All right, all right. Three,
Oh,
two,
wait,
yeah.
wait. Wait,
Yeah.
are you ready?
You ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? Got your
Uh,
notes? I got my
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
notes.
yeah. Mine are all over the place too.
All right. All right. Ready. Three, two, go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Me Podcast. It's me once again, Joe Angel, with my co-host over here to my right, even though we don't live together.
I feel like it is. I would always see you right. I'm your right hand man, bro.
You're my
This is
right hand
Salvador.
man, bro.
I'm
My
Salvador.
right hand man. My
Mm-hmm.
first mate, as you
Oh,
would call it, about the show we're about to
nice.
talk about.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
You see. Get in there. See, I'm getting good. I'm getting better. I'm getting better at these little things. So folks. Anyways, guys, this week we are finishing out our big three with One Piece. And boy, out of the big three, One Piece is still going strong.
Dude,
Man, this thing has been going on forever. And
y-
it's like the end is not in sight.
okay.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I had to look this up. Something was wrong with my Crunchyroll. Thankfully, I found it on Hulu. I feel like this thing has been, yeah, it feels like it's been on forever. I saw like a little
Exactly.
clip of Samuel L. Jackson's being interviewed
Yeah.
by Howard Stern, and he talked
Yeah.
about this, right? Did
Yeah.
you see that? You
Yeah.
saw the
Yeah.
clip,
Sounds like
right?
that. Yeah.
That's how,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I may know it from that mostly. Like I don't know much about it except for I've seen a little picture of the guy. That's about
Yeah.
it.
Like I said,
I've seen a
out of
lot
the
of fan
big,
art.
yeah. Yeah. A lot of fan art. Like I said, out of the big three, this one is still going on currently without any type of like breaks that Bleach and Naruto had.
Hmm.
So the manga, which all this was created by a dude named Ichiro Oda. And he started it with the manga, which came out in 1997. Bro.
Okay.
1997. So that's how long.
97, bro. I
97.
mean,
It's 2023. This is how long he's been doing this
dude,
single show.
wild.
And yeah. So manga came out 97, and then it got adapted in an anime 2 years later by Toei Animation. And like I said, once again, this is part of a big three, so it's another shonen show, and it's another adventure type about pirates and a bunch of crazy stuff. But they're doing pirate things, we're just looking for treasure.
Hmm.
It's all cool.
All right, let me do a real quick synopsis. I'm gonna try to do it in like a sentence. Maybe give me
Let's
two
see.
sentence.
2 sentence
Okay,
synopsis.
two sentence synopsis.
Go.
We meet we meet this kid who wants to be the king of the pirates, and he's got some special abilities, and I'm guessing we're gonna follow his adventures. The first episode is him like kicking butt, kind of establishing himself as a formidable pirate. Oh, genuine Joel,
Yeah,
we didn't do our mouth exercises, our word
we
mex
did
exercise.
it. It's
Our-
summertime, guys. We're not in school right now. We forgot everything.
we forgot all the things. So that's pretty much it. That's like the first episode is we meet this guy. He's like I don't know how old he is. He's just some kid, and he doesn't look like much, but he's serious and he's kind of silly and serious at the same time. Like I don't know, it's interesting. So yeah, that's where it's at.
That's right there. Yeah, that's
That's the
basically
whole
kind of
thing.
that's the whole show right there. That's the whole
That's the whole
series,
show.
really.
That's
That's
the
the
whole show.
whole
Yeah,
series.
they really did. And, like I was like, I was thinking, how long? There's some of these shows that I'm watching. I'm like, what is this? What is the title of this? Why is this title what it's called? Sometimes it's named after the person or an object or something like that. This one, I thought it was about chicken. We talked about this before. It's not about
Yeah,
fried chicken.
it's not about fried chicken.
They get into it pretty quickly. It was like One Piece is about some sort of treasure that every pirate is trying to get to, or like is sought after, and
Yeah.
it'll make them the king of the pirates somehow, I guess,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like the intro to this was pretty like straightforward to the point. Like, hey guys, this is the backstory. There was this pirate king
Mm-hmm,
who's
mm-hmm.
dead, and
Yeah.
but the last his last words were, "Hey, if you want to get to where I was, the pirate king, you got to go to this place called the Grand Line, and my treasure's right there. Call it the One Piece. You could get it. You'll be king of the pirates." That's
Okay,
it.
so we open in on like the greatest probably business idea ever. You know, it's a
Yeah.
pirate ship themed cruise, right? Am I
Oh
wrong?
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that what's
And you
happening?
know what? When I thought about it, when I was rewatching it, taking my notes and stuff, I was
Uh-huh.
like, the way these first opening scenes was, I was like, this could be like an anime version of the Titanic.
It is. Yeah, it
Because
is.
you got the
They're all
rich people and stuff.
uh-huh,
And I don't
uh-huh.
know if you heard like what the captain was saying when they were just panning around. He was saying because there's like a whirlpool next to him, and he was just basically just going like, "Oh no, the ship's pretty good. It's not gonna sink." You know,
Uh
that was like that's all Titanic right there. That
this is all
Titanic
Titanic.
was.
Yeah, yeah. There
You
was a
got the
bunch of
girl and the guy. He's
uh-huh.
like, "Hey, you want to dance?" I was like,
Oh,
Jack and Rose right there. Like,
dude, that is. Wait, when Titanic was like 1990.
uh,
I don't know what Titanic, what year Titanic, but it's definitely before this.
oh yeah, it's definitely this show.
Oh, dude, that I mean something. Okay, and then also, let's see here, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
Pirates of the
that's got
Caribbean.
to be a thing before this too, with Disneyland or Disney World, right? I mean, I don't know if the
Yeah.
movies had come out yet. I don't think this is what year is this? This anime come out? This is
So
like
the
1999,
anime
you
1999.
said?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
99. So, I mean, they're pulling from some sort of inspiration. Though we open up on them like kind of having like a little ball inside this awesome pirate ship that's like a cruise kind of. It's like a cruise
yeah,
theme. Yeah, it's not really a themed like pirate ship theme, but you know, like if you think
yeah.
about it, who wouldn't want to go on a cruise that was pirate themed?
That's
I mean,
party.
there's something there. There's something
Yeah.
there like in real life, you went on a cruise.
Oh yeah. If I went on a cruise and it was pirate themed, I would love it.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
all
yo, this
in.
is awesome.
Yeah, like I want to be Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah.
style.
I want to do my
Okay,
best Jack Sparrow impression.
so this guy is in a barrel. These guys on the ship or on the cruise are kind of looking around. They see this barrel, and they're gonna try to hook the barrel up into the side of the boat. And our protagonist is inside the barrel, unbeknownst to
Yeah,
them.
yeah. Unbeknownst to them, unbeknownst to us, because you really don't find out till about halfway through the episode.
Yeah, that
Because
is
you're basically
interesting.
just following this barrel. It's just like, what's the deal with this barrel?
Yeah, that was the thing about this show is like it happened. It's kind of it's a bit of a slow burn, I think.
Yeah,
You know, like it was just before I knew it, the whole episode was over, and I was like, "Oh, that was really fast." Like we didn't meet. Yeah, you're right. We didn't meet Luffy. Well, actually, you know what? No, when they're in the barrel, they're looking down, and he says something from the barrel. We don't even see him, but you can hear him say something. But I don't know if it's like inner monologue, but it's like, "Hey, I'm Luffy,"
yeah.
you know, something. I forget
Monkey
what he
D.
said.
Luffy.
A
Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy, yeah,
Yeah,
or something like
Monkey
that.
D. Luffy.
Yeah, and he says it from the barrel, and you're like, okay, well, there's somebody in the barrel, but we don't know what he looks like. He gets pulled up. The ship gets attacked by actual pirates,
Oh yeah.
and this Michael Jackson Captain Crunch looking pirate, right?
Yeah.
She's like she's Michael Jackson Captain Crunch. Like if like together, you know, if you
Yeah,
imagine that in your head.
yeah, fuse them together.
You
Yeah.
fuse them together. There's a Michael Jackson Captain Crunch fusion, and she's like, what's her name? Elvita?
Alvita, yeah.
Alvita
Alvita.
or Elvita?
I
Elvita?
think I think Alvita.
Okay, Alvita
Yeah.
is this pirate, and she's about to take over this cruise ship, and they're attacking with like cannonballs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And we come up on this orange-headed hero girl who's deciding to go ahead and try to like she jumps from the ship, the cruise ship, to the pirate ship and starts like, "Oh, you know what? You think you're gonna pirate me? I'm a pirate. You.
She pulled the Uno reverse card off.
Yeah, she pulled she Uno reversed that pirating on them, and she's like stealing from these guys. It's all but the pirates are taking over the other cruise ship, and then Luffy shows up. But it's what's the other little kid's name? He's like not a
Kobe.
stow. They stole was it Kobe?
Yeah, Kobe.
Kobe or
Coby. I think
Cob.
Kobe. Yeah, Coby. Kobe.
Okay, so he's like he kind of explains it. It's kind of funny
Mm.
because he says it later on. Kobe meets Luffy, and Luffy's like he just asks him a simple question like, "Hey man, are you a pirate or a good guy? Or what
Yeah,
do you say? Are you a pirate or a passenger or something like that?" And
yeah,
then Kobe gets all serious, and then he gives him his whole life story, bro. He's like, "Hey, I just wanted to know if you're a pirate or not, bro."
yeah. It's like, by the way, do you got any food?
Yo, oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Hey, by the way, I listened to this dub
yeah,
as I do, Joe Angel.
yeah.
Have you listened to this dub?
Yeah, I watched both. So,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay,
There's
because
the we'll talk about it
Luffy,
later. Yeah.
Luffy sounds real familiar, and then also
Mhm.
the whole food thing too. Like
Yeah,
once again, I'm a noob here. I only know about Dragon Ball Z, but I feel like always in Dragon Ball Z, the people are always hungry.
yeah.
And I'm like, this guy not only sounds like a character from Dragon Ball Z, he's also hungry like a character from Dragon Ball
Big balls,
Z.
yeah.
What's the deal?
It's just that thing where you gotta eat to replenish your nutrients, man. Like
Yeah, yeah, because if you're gonna be super powerful, you
you
gotta
gotta
fuel.
have that energy to burn off, man.
Also, by the way, he was living in a barrel. Who knows
Yeah,
how long he was in that
yeah.
barrel?
Who knows how long he was in that thing
He
too?
didn't have anything in the barrel. He didn't have anything in that barrel, bro. So here he is. Luffy is like barrel aged to perfection,
Oh yeah,
and we immediately like he already whoops up on like three pirates easily, and these guys are freaked out by him. But he doesn't look like much. He looks like a little skinny stick figure.
yeah. He
I
looks scrawny.
every time I've seen this, like I've seen like people talk about One Piece, and I've seen like artwork done on it and stuff like that, and I watch this guy and I'm like, he looks like a little scrawny scarecrow. What is this like? Is he just like? I didn't expect him to be able to kick butt like he did. You know,
Yeah,
like immediately I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, maybe he gets stronger later, or he has some sort of magical powers like in his mind or something like that, because he looks really skinny. Kind of find out, no, the dude kicks butt.
yeah. He's a pirate. He just kicks butt.
He's a pirate, and he lays it out really quick at the very beginning. I want to be the pirate king. And they give
Yeah,
us all kinds of exposition and all that kind of stuff. By the way, is it a swan or a goose? That pirate ship that old Elvita's riding in. Is it a swan or a goose? What is that thing? You see
I think
that?
it's a swan. I think.
They're in this pink
What's
ship.
yeah,
Is it
yeah. It's a pink shit. I think it's a
uh-huh.
swan. I'm not sure. I'm. What's a bird person? What are they called? I think it starts with the O.
Oh,
Whatever they're called.
like yeah, a mixture like the way a
I don't know. I'm not real versed. I really don't know where they draw the
oh
line between a goose and and a swan. I don't know if it's just
oh
because they both look the same to me.
Yeah, you know what? Let me think about that.
Yeah.
Goose, swan. I don't think I know the difference either, Joe Angel.
It's a bird. I know that.
They're in that ship, and Kobe is like, trying to hide. He doesn't want to be, but he's stolen as a pirate. Like they have taken him hostage almost kind of, and he's just supposed to be
Yeah,
there to like do their bidding as like a pirate underling. But he doesn't want to be there. He wants to be a marine, bro. The
yeah. He
few,
wants to
the proud.
a marine. That's what he wants.
Which I thought was like an American thing.
Yeah.
Are Marines?
So basically, it's like I mean, in the subversion, you'll see him say it'll say the Navy and stuff because obviously it's pirate ships, it's army, so it'll be the
Oh,
Navy that he wants to join to capture
yeah.
pirates. And so,
Interesting.
but I guess just I don't know. I guess on the American side, they guess they decided to get the Marines instead because there are like they do talk about that like Marines and then the Navy and stuff like that. So I think they just decided to just keep it the Marines on the
Yeah,
dub
you know what?
side.
That is interesting because
Hmm.
I didn't even think about it till just now. But like the Navy, the Marines aren't on the water. They're not. That's not
Hmm.
a thing, right? Am I wrong?
I don't think so. No.
The
It's
Army's
like
on
totally
land.
different. Yeah, like Marines, armies are on land, and then like the
The
Navy's
Navy's
on the water.
on the water, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
This is
just
one of those
realized
things.
that.
Like when they go into translations, like kind of like
they
you
kind
know,
of, yeah.
determine what they want and stuff like that.
So the come to find out, Luffy, Monkey D. Luffy, by the way. Do we find out what the D stands for
Yeah.
later on? No spoilers, but do we find out what the D stands for later on?
It is one of the
Monkey.
great mysteries of
Uh,
anime.
I'm gonna go Dwayne, probably Dwayne.
Dwayne. Think Dwight.
Dwight, Monkey
Monkey
Dwight
Dwight.
Luffy. Yeah, yeah. He's like he's stretchy, and Elvita mentions. Did she say devil fruit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
he got his powers from these things called devil fruits.
and
That's basically one of the things that they could get powers from.
okay, so will that come into like play later? Like no spoilers, but do they have like other fruit we encounter that gives other people other powers, like his
Yeah.
stretchiness? Okay, go ahead. You don't have to
Yeah.
tell me. So
Yeah.
he ate the rubber. He called it the rubber.
It's called the gum gum devil fruit.
Gum, yeah, so he eats the gum devil fruit, and now he's like stretchy, which makes me think that is he like completely indestructible? Because she hits him with a, they get into a fight. Like she's like he calls
Yeah.
her fat.
Yeah.
He he calls her fat, and everybody's like freaked out. Like, oh
Yeah.
no, you done you done made her angry.
You done goofed.
You done goofed up, bruh. And she like takes a full on mallet to his head, and he's like, big whoop.
It's like, hey, it ain't nothing.
Ain't no thing. And by the way, I always got to mention this, Joe Angel. Whenever I see a character kicking butt, doing their thing, the man is in sandals this time. Like they look homemade. He's in some homemade sandals, some cut off
Some
capris.
jorts. He's in some
He's in he's,
jorts, man.
he's in jorts. He's got some Daisy Dukes on. He looks more like a farmer than a pirate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a pirate to me, and everybody else is like fully. I'm like, if he could get like an outfit that he can actually fight in, he would really,
Yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. Does he won't get an outfit though? He never
Yeah.
changes his outfit.
First glance, he does not look like a pirate at all. First
No, he
glance.
doesn't. But he stays in this
Yeah.
outfit forever. You can go ahead. It's no spoiler. Is he going to be in this outfit all the time?
He'll
Like,
get some add-ons. He'll get some sleeves.
okay,
Yeah.
give them. You know what? Give the man some sleeves.
Get the man some sleeves.
And like as a pirate, hopefully you would think that maybe he can afford some better shoes later
Yeah.
on, or like nicer sandals.
Oh yeah. Get him
I,
the Yeezy slides, man. That's
yeah, I
what he
want
needs.
him in some Yeezy slides later on. He can afford those as a pirate, like as he's stealing stuff. Come on, man. But he like is fighting her, and he like reaches back. Like we find out that he's super stretchy later, like earlier when he's fighting the whole
Yeah.
crew. He fights the whole crew, and he's running around fighting these guys. Whoops them all up, but they're all freaked out by his stretchy arm.
Oh yeah.
Oh
He's using was it physics? Using
yeah,
physics to fight him because he's using
yeah,
that force. But
yeah. They thought he was running away. Couldn't find out he was stretching his arm on a pole to gain some like momentum to come
yeah.
back on him and whoops them all up with like one hit. Like he just like knocks everybody out, the whole ship, and it's just him and Elvita, and they're all afraid of her like she's like serious business. But he takes her out pretty easily. Like
Yeah. Hell yeah.
pun intended, J Angel, like single-handedly. He like reaches back,
Unintended.
he stretches back all the way to like the Titanic, bro, and like all the way to the horizon, and like straight up socks her, bro.
Oh yeah. Destroys her.
And
And
that's
she
it.
lands
And
on that dude too. I don't know if you saw it.
oh yeah, from
The
way
dude
out.
he knocked out from the beginning. He wakes up in the ocean just like, where
And
am
he's all
I?
like,
And then
yeah, he's like looking up. He's like, oh man, the sky's so beautiful right now.
yeah.
I was rolling. By the way, I love the sounds, by the way. The
Yeah.
sounds from the beginning, they're like sitting there, like looking at the ocean, these guys on the ship, kind of like watching the seas, and you can hear the
Yeah.
ocean waves.
Got seagulls going,
You got
everything. Yeah.
the seagulls like crazy. And then when they get down into the lower parts of the ship, you can hear like the wood
Yeah, like the
and
creaking and stuff.
the
Yeah.
creaking of all that. I was like, you know what? I like all the attention to detail on some of this
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
because
Sound design was really good on this.
the sound
And
design is really
even
good.
the intro song too, because like after you get that exposition in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
it hops to that intro song. and
Oh yeah.
it's just like, oh yeah, this is a Saturday morning cartoon adventure.
It,
You know
you
what's
know
gonna
what?
happen.
That's exactly what I was trying to put it down. I wrote down that it was sounded like a karaoke song.
Yeah,
Like I could probably sing along with this. I don't know what the song is. It a different song between
yeah.
the?
So yeah, it's different songs. So the OP, the opening song is "We Are" by
Mm-hmm.
Hiroshi Kidani. And
Mm-hmm.
then the ending song is Memories by Maki Otsuki. So
Miki
like we
Otsuki.
said, intro song's going, hyped up. You see
Mm-hmm.
all these people, you see Luffy, you see Rose, you
Oh, dude,
see
I love all
all the
the
other people. Like you see all basically his who's gonna be his crew in the intro, but they're really
okay.
just going around, doing stuff. Then of course the ending song, totally different feel because it's just him standing there looking at the water, looking at the ocean.
I love the especially with anime. And I don't know that you don't see it in live action, but the way the camera moves in anime, and especially in this intro, like when I seen the screen grabs of some of this stuff, I was kind of thinking like, I don't know about this animation style, the illustration, but the way it moves in the intro with them kind of like flying around and zooming in and the way it spins around characters and comes up to their face and you get the reveal and all that kind of stuff. I love all that stuff. It looked super awesome. So I was already kind of like when they start the music and then we see the intro, I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is going to be better than I thought." I thought it was just like going to be kind of one of those I didn't expect much out of the way it looked initially, but once
Yeah.
I got the intro and the art illustration, I love all that.
Yeah, like the camera angles and stuff are
Yeah.
always good in anime. When you get like, if you get a good director, good
Hmm.
animators, like they can make some magic happen, man.
Okay,
It's amazing.
so the show is over. Like it goes by really fast. It's like, I mean, I feel like all these shows have to be 24 minutes on the dot, and it is 24 minutes on the dot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's over. Like this is it. He wants to get he just beat up everybody. He wants to get a
Mm,
ship. I guess technically, I'm guessing Kobe wants to be a Marine. He doesn't.
yeah.
He ends up going with Luffy. I'm guessing, and I'm guessing Luffy's just going to be part of his team, or is he gone? Luffy's gone. Like Luffy's gonna go to the Marines, and he's gonna. I mean, not Luffy. Kobe's
Kobe.
gone. Is that's the last we're gonna see of him, or does he come back? Is he gonna be part of the crew?
You see him. I'll say that.
Okay,
You
okay,
see him.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, like that's it. Like Luffy's established himself as formidable. He needs a crew and he needs a ship so that he can become a pirate.
And by the way, too, it ends with them panning on this other guy who's just like
Oh
hanging
yeah.
on like a cross up thing.
Zoro.
Zoro. Yeah.
That's funny, dude. Like the the name, like his
Zoro. Yeah.
Zoro. Like is that doesn't have anything to do with the Zoro we know. It's a different Zoro. Or does he will he have
Yeah.
it will he wield a sword? Yeah, of course he wields a
Yes.
sword. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a
Okay.
sword guy.
He's a sword guy.
Yeah.
Okay. He's Zoro.
Yeah, he's
He,
Zoro.
he's a what do they call him, a bounty hunter?
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter. That's what they,
Pirate bounty hunter.
yeah, talk to him
But
because they mention him. They name drop him uh throughout the show, throughout the episode too,
hmm
because they think
hmm
Luffy, they think he's actually Zoro, which is why they're like kind of like, oh, there's bounty hunter, Zoro's here, stuff like that, because that's the only way they could explain them, like him beating Luffy beating them up. It's like, oh,
yeah,
this is
because
a pirate hunter, but nah, it's not.
yeah, and they make a point too, is where they look at Luffy and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're a little pipsqueak," and so
Yeah.
he doesn't look like something crazy. But we get to this Zoro guy, and is he tied up? I don't know if he was tied up or he was just like standing there when we come up on him, and he's just like serious. This guy looks scary.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's pretty
Yeah,
serious.
he's pretty serious. I think that's pretty much it. They explain it pretty, like they do the whole exposition thing pretty well, kind of explaining it to each other. But there wasn't a whole lot of, I mean, they kind of drop it a little bit at the very beginning, just like, this is what's happened. This is the One Piece thing. And then here's Luffy. This is what I want to do. This is my motivation. And then, boom, that's it. We're
Yeah,
watching the
it's
show.
pretty much like giving you the whole thing, the whole reasoning behind what the show is. It's Luffy trying to become the Pirate King because he's looking for the treasure. So that's his
Hmm.
dream. That's what he wants. And I do like when he was talking to Kobe to explain it to him. Kobe, because when he told Kobe he was going to be king of the pirates, Kobe was all like, "What do you do? That's crazy. Like people die. Like there's pirates, there's people who are bigger than you and like
Hmm.
stronger
Hmm.
than you and stuff like that. It's like suicide to go. And he's all like, and Luffy just tells him, it's like, well, I mean, if I die, I die. It's like I'm gonna do it because I said I'm gonna do it. It's
Yeah.
not a matter of if I can. I'm gonna do it.
How old
So
do
it's
we
not
think
like
Luffy is?
I'll probably say maybe around probably 16, 17
Okay.
when you look at it when they first
Yeah.
show it and stuff like that. 'Cause like I
Yeah.
say he
Yeah.
just looks he doesn't look like old, but he doesn't look super
Uh-huh.
young.
Because
I'll
he's
say
like
probably in the teens. Yeah.
he's like a long time ago. I said I was gonna become the king of the pirates and the greatest pirate
Yeah.
ever, and I'm like a long time ago, bro. Really, bro?
Really?
Really, dude? Like last year, bro? Like
Last year. Last year. That was a long time ago.
last year, a long time. Yeah, I guess as a kid, you're like, man, so long ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess being in that barrel like confused him. He's like, yeah, I have no idea how long it's actually
Yeah,
been.
yeah. How many times did the sun come up and down? Who knows?
Yeah. Uh,
Uh, yeah. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. I thought it was pretty funny. And let's go ahead and get into it, Joe Angel. Give it to me. Give me some facts. Is
give me
this
something.
the dub voice of Luffy? Is he Gohan
So the
from
Dope
Dragon Ball Z?
Boys.
Or
Let's
because
see.
it's either Gohan or Goku. When he came in, he kind of has this kind of like kid voice a little bit. I'm like, dude, I definitely heard this voice before.
Yeah. So like, which speaking of which, so this is one thing I wanted to get into on the English dub because there is a long time ago when stuff was getting translated from America and stuff like that, especially around that
Hmm.
time. There is another company. There's a company called Four Kids,
Hmm.
which was dubbing anime, and they based Four Kids did to anime what Kids Bop did to music, basically.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
Like, the voice acting was like
I'm with you.
crazy. They like censored it. Like some of them got like ridiculously censored and like kind of threw the
Uh,
story off. And so yeah, but Four Kids only dubbed it for like I think 100 something episodes, and then they're like, oh, you know what, we're done. But that's when Funimation took over and like, all
mhm.
right, we're gonna dub it, but we're gonna actually dub it, straight from the
Without editing.
Japanese version without editing, any heavy editing and stuff like that.
Wait, are you
So,
telling me that the voice will change like later on if I'm listening watching this show on the dub, will it
yeah,
change?
yeah, yeah. Well, no, so when Funimation took over, they actually went and redubbed all the other episodes that Four Kids had done.
Oh,
Yeah, so they went ahead and just like, you know what? Hey, we're gonna go back and redub it so it's not as confusing. It
okay.
doesn't show
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
doesn't
So
show
that
as
that
much. Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, the Dragon Ball Z is Funimation, so like, and some of these other shows that we've watched are Funimation, and I'm guessing they use their own kind of voiceover, or they're familiar with their voiceover characters and or actors, and they kind of just move them
Yeah,
over.
they have like, they have their own like set
They
of
have
voice actors and stuff.
crew.
Yeah, crew. Yeah, like I said, a lot of you'll notice, like I said, you already notice. You're already starting to notice all the voices from all the animes that are starting to similar and stuff like that. And
Okay.
so she
Is it
plays a Kid Gohan
Kid Gohan?
in the
Okay.
20, yeah,
That's
in the
that's
game,
us.
yeah. And
Is it
so,
a?
but
Are you okay with the dub and the sub? I mean, the fact.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said,
You watch both of them.
the way he looks, like that voice fits him. 'Cause
Yeah.
like I said, we he doesn't look like a pirate at all. He just
Uh-huh.
looks like a scrawny kid. So that his voice, it fits pretty well with him for me on
How
the English
how
side.
how far off is there a big difference between
Yeah.
the dub and the sub, like his voice?
Not really, not
Okay.
much. Like it's still kind of up there as far as
All right.
like tone and stuff like that. But
Okay.
also, speaking of which, going back to Dragon Ball Z, Akira Toriyama, who's the creator of Dragon Ball
Mm-hmm.
Z,
Mm-hmm.
him and Ishio Oda actually teamed up and did a one-shot crossover manga chapter with One Piece and Dragon Ball Z.
What?
Yeah. So
Wait, like,
yeah, it's called Cross Epoch Epic. So it's Cross CROSS and then Epic EPOCH. It's just like
mm-hmm.
it was just like a little one shot thing. It was kind of like this kind of fantasy land type thing
Uh-huh.
where Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball Z was a king, and then you had the characters from One Piece and Dragon Ball Z, and it's just like just like a real fun story, like little fun
So
story that they
that
just work
only
together on.
that only exists like in a little like short
Yeah, it's
manga.
little short manga, yeah, and there's just like that. But they did a crossover with I believe it was Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, and trying to remember what else. It was like a little one anime episode thing that they threw together a couple years back. It was just like a little special thing where they're like on an island and
Hmm.
it was just like a little tournament thing and stuff like that. Which that
Is it?
wasn't attached to Cross Epic, it was like a different thing, but they had like some popular shows and stuff like that. So it was pretty but it was pretty cool though. Like
Is it mostly them like tournament of powers kind of stuff like, or is
kind
it?
of like that. It's more like I said, kind of just they're just there on this island. They just kind of hey, we're gonna grab all these characters and kind of just have this little fun little thing. Yeah,
I could see them kind of crossing over a little bit,
yeah,
especially with like they're being pirates and then they're looking for the Dragon Balls. You know,
yeah.
like you
Look for
know,
the treasure.
like
Yeah,
yeah, they're looking for a treasure. I mean, it kind of works out perfectly. Like if Luffy came across the Dragon Balls and like had
yeah,
them, and I mean that makes sense if they, yeah, I could see that happening. Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch
yeah. I got to
that.
remember the name of it. Yeah, but yeah, it came out. I think probably 2018 around there. It was before 2020. I know that. I think.
Okay, speaking of
Yeah.
that, this show has been on for 24 years. Is that
It
right?
is currently at 1,069 episodes.
Oh my gosh, Joanne.
That's how long the show has been going.
You know what? There are people that are watching Grey's Anatomy right now. They're like, "This is the longest show ever." Have you
Yeah.
heard of One Piece?
Oh
Good
yeah.
grief.
Yeah.
More
Oh
like
yeah.
more like a million pieces, bro.
More
Good
like a
grief.
million
That's
people. Yeah. Yeah, I
that's
was
a
saying
lot.
like out of the big three, this one like stuck around, But now this cool thing now with the big three because now they're all back together, like as far as airing. Because
Uh-huh.
Bleach is back with this final arc, Naruto is back, and One Piece is back. So the anime world's been really hyped right now
Especially
lately, just because you got the big three back on TV
all,
now.
all of
So it's
them.
just like all the nostalgia stuff come together. It's like, yeah, this is awesome.
20. Okay, so is there any hiatus in between there, or do you think they went from like start to finish, kind of like every year they're always pumping out One Piece,
Yeah, yeah.
or do?
He takes his breaks here and there and stuff like that. Like for
Hmm.
this next episode, they're taking a minute to create it just because this next episode for One Piece is gonna be like super huge. Like they're
Okay.
getting like some top animators and directors just to work on this next episode of One Piece because it's gonna be like a big one. Like it's gearing up to be one of the best episodes ever created in anime.
So who's the writer of this show? I mean, this guy's got to be he's set for life. I mean, he keeps writing this stuff and they keep
Oh yeah,
animating
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It's Sepster, which I think they have done interviews and stuff like that, asking them like, "Hey, is there an end in sight? Like,
Yeah,
do you
yeah, that's what I'm
do you
thinking.
have
Like,
an
just let
ending?"
me
Yeah,
let me out of this prison, bro.
yeah. And I think he's mentioned stuff like that, like he knows, like he has an ending, in mind. But
Okay.
as far as like time frames going, it's still kind of like, all right, he's at least he's got the ending. Now, however long it's gonna take him to get to it.
Have you
You
watched
know.
all this?
Uh Man, I need to go
Saw.
back and catch up
Uh-huh,
because
uh-huh.
like I was watching it and then I was reading the manga and then I was further along in the manga than I was in the anime. And then I can't remember. I got into another show and then got me
All
into
right.
another show. So I was trying to go through just to remember where I stopped on this.
I mean,
Like,
we talk about it every time we're doing a podcast, Joe
yeah.
Angel, but you and I, we only have enough time for what, like 20 shows a day
Yeah, we
for
were down to 20 shows a day. I mean,
you
it
gotta you
was
gotta
a
pick
real
and
tight
choose.
schedule.
You gotta pick and choose. Like this is one of
Uh,
those, this is where I talk about it all the time where I'm like, gosh, 1,000 episodes, it sounds overwhelming. Like I just
yeah.
don't know.
Like if you're gonna like dedicate time, like this is one if you want to catch up, you're gonna dedicate time to it.
Yeah,
But which
yeah.
is
And
kind of also good too because it really is overall a great story. Like
okay, yeah,
the
so going back to
fights
it,
and stuff like that, like everything that happens from
I mentioned it
now.
earlier. in
Yeah.
the episode, but Samuel L. Jackson is being interviewed
Yeah.
by Howard Stern, and he's like, "Do you watch anime?" And Howard Stern is like, "Hey, those are cartoons; they're for kids."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Samuel L. Jackson's like, "No, there is this show called One Piece,"
Yeah.
and he goes on about how like
Yeah.
it's great, it's like super well written, it's like really good, and so like coming from a guy who's been in some pretty great shows himself, great movies, really well written stuff. Like you would think you should take this, don't take that
Yeah.
lightly. Like
He
Samuel
knows what he's
is
talking about.
he's also been in animes too. He's
Yeah.
also voiced some animes. So
Yeah.
like you would think that the guy he knows what he's talking about. So
Oh yeah.
I don't take that lightly, but good grief. There's
Yeah.
once again, there's got to be a list, Joe Angel. Did you a list of shows where we can just cut out some of the fat? Like
Oh yeah.
there's got to be some fluff.
There's a little bit of fluff, but for the most part, this one's kind of like one of the
They're
ones
doing.
where it doesn't have as much fluff as some of the other ones. Just because,
Okay.
like I said, there's so much stuff to go on, so it's really like they really try not to like put too much fluff in to like you know
Yeah.
keep it astray. But like I said, it's overall a good story. There's some stuff you get into the character developments and stuff like that, the fights. It's all great when it comes to
Okay,
One
so
Piece.
when we talk about watching this show, I try not to talk or learn. I try not to learn anything about the show we're about to watch. I try not
Yeah.
to like look up anything, but I did tell some friends of mine, "Hey, yeah, I'm gonna watch One Piece here soon." And they're like, they go in like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, it's the whole. There's a lot of episodes. One of them told me, "Oh, it's really good, but you have to wait till episode 60." And I'm like, what are we talking about? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I
Yeah.
turned
I,
into
I would say he does. I know you said you're a big like transformation guy, power up
yeah,
guy.
uh-huh,
The
uh-huh,
show's
uh-huh.
the show's got it. The
Okay,
show's got him.
he's got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
so there's
got it.
payoff. There's
Yes,
payoff.
payoffs. Yeah.
I want I want that guy in some Yeezy slides.
Yeah.
I want him in a like a Michael Jackson leather coat, the old school red one. Like that's the transformation I want to see.
Yeah.
I want that guy.
Yeah.
I want him to be Thriller. That's what
Yeah.
I want him to be
He
Thriller
gets
on.
he gets power ups and he gets sleeves. I'll tell you that.
No spoilers. He's got sleeves later.
He's got sleeves later. But yeah,
I think they could make this into a live action.
I'm glad you brought that up because guess what? August
They're
thirty
doing it.
first. August
No,
31st.
what,
Netflix
Joe
is doing
Angel?
it.
For real, for
Yeah.
real.
For real, for real. Yeah. You can go
I
online. They got the trailers out for it.
no.
And yeah, August
What?
31st on Netflix.
August 31st. I gotta see this because I'm trying to imagine, like, I mean, they did I mean, we've seen like stretchy characters on like the big screen.
Yeah. They did Michael
Mr.
Jordan Space Jam. Come on.
Yes. Is Michael Jordan gonna play Luffy?
Michael Jordan's gonna play Luffy.
I'll see it, dude. Oh my gosh, freaking
Mm,
Jordan has the acting chops, man, and he just sold
mm.
the Hornets,
Oh,
so
look,
I
there you
mean,
go. He's got
he
time. He's got the
he's
money. He
got the
can do it.
time. Just like part two, part three,
Yeah.
I'll watch every single one of them, man. Michael Jordan against the Monstars, bring him
Yeah,
back.
bring him back.
Uh, so are there any notable like if you've already seen the trailer for this? The trailer's out. We can watch this.
Yeah, yeah. The trailer's out. You can watch it.
Are there notable actors in this? Like, are we gonna watch something and go, oh, hey, there's Ving Rhames. I don't know what I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of a name. There's
Because
Scarlett
there
Johansson.
you go.
Or is it just like a bunch of, no names? Is it a big budget? Are we, I mean, they're
It
gonna be
looks
on the
pretty.
ship.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. They got the ship. They got like I said, his they show his stretchiness in the trailer, and
Okay.
it seemed pretty practical. Like it seemed like it wasn't
Y
too like corny or anything like that. Like it
yeah.
seemed really good. But
Okay.
him being able to stretch and stuff like that. So
I
it's
mean,
like, all
it's
right,
superpowers. He's got superpowers,
yeah,
and we're used to superpower like things in movies now. Like that's all we watch is like superhero movies now. So
oh yeah. And like I said,
yeah,
it's just that thing with anime too. Anime is just like even in anime itself, the style of it, the way that everybody's drawn characters,
yeah,
big eyes, big hairs.
hmm
A lot of it's really ridiculous. So, a lot of times it's really hard to translate
yeah,
that into real life, but it looks
yeah.
pretty good. Like
I
from the
mean,
trailer and
it's
what I saw, It looks pretty good. It looks like they did a pretty good job at least translating it.
It's Pirates of the Caribbean
Practicalness. Yeah.
meets, the Marvel universe. I mean, it's
Okay.
that's what we're gonna have. I mean, as long as they hit those two things,
We're
I'm totally
good.
fine with
Boom.
it.
Gucci.
I wonder, do you think do they just try to wrap the whole show like a movie up, or do they just do a section of it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. Like, you got 1,000 episodes to go
Yeah, it
off
is a
of.
lot.
Are you gonna be like, you meet him and then he just makes a transformation and then boom, he's a pirate king at the end? Or do we just go like this first movie is just like part of the show,
I think they're probably gonna do it in parts, maybe. I
right?
think so. I don't
That would
think
make
it's gonna be yeah.
that would make the most sense for me. Like,
Yeah.
I, but the other thing though is you introduce it and it doesn't go well, then you're not gonna make the next one.
Yeah. Which is like they're it's gonna be riding on a lot on how the fans accept it. Because like I said,
Yeah.
this has been going on for a long time. It's got a huge, huge following of fans and stuff like that. There's been fans that are like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. It looks okay. There's been the ones
Hmm.
that are like, oh,
You
what
can't
kind
do
of
that.
trash is this? Yeah.
Oh,
So
I'm
it's
trying to
just one
think
of
of.
those things that's gonna be like, you can't really take people's words. You're just gonna have to look at it yourself because it's gonna be so conflicting with what everybody's saying.
Do we know of an animation, like a cartoon or something that's gone from like cartoon to, I would say the closest thing is probably like the X-Men series of sorts, like they
Yeah.
have X-Men and then it became a cartoon and then it became live action. So those are successful-ish. Like they did it.
Yeah, they did it. They've done it. It's kind of successful. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's just it looks good. Like I said, it looks like they had a good budget from the trailer and stuff like that with how everything looked. Like I said, his stretchiness, it wasn't too corny, it wasn't too like too over. They made it look practical and real and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna give it a watch and I think it's gonna be pretty decent at least.
Okay, well, you know what? Immediately after this, or actually during our podcast, I'm gonna look it up, bro. I'm looking
Look
up the One Piece.
it
He'll give it the thumbs up, thumbs down. Oh, and also I got something else to reveal, Joe Angel. No big deal, but I don't know how to spell the word peace. I every time I write it, I go one. I'm like spelling it
I
Peice, and then I look at it for a little bit and I go, I don't think that's right.
yeah.
And then I'll switch it around and go
I
Piec, and I'm like, I still don't think that's right. So
yeah.
it took me a little bit to find this. It was on Hulu.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's yeah,
I before
those
E. I before
yeah, I before E, except after C, right? Is that how it goes? I before E,
Yeah, I think
except
so.
after C.
Okay. Oh, dude, I'm straight up watching this. I'm watching the trailer right now. It looks
Yeah,
good. Okay. We'll report back on it later.
yeah. All right. Well, before we wrap up, so we got all the shows. We talked about it. There's a live action coming out.
Hmm.
You're about to watch the trailer for it. There's a
Yep,
lot of
yep.
episodes. Sal, where do you rank this on your anime list?
Okay, from let's see here. One piece to five pieces, bro.
One
You know.
pieces to five pieces. How many
Five
pieces are you ordering?
one piece being the best, five
Yeah.
pieces not being the best because we're trying to get to one. We're doing it
Yeah.
backwards.
We're doing it backwards this time.
Uh five pieces of chicken. Man. Uh, ooh, ooh. I don't wanna hate on it, but it was a little slow. It was a little
Yeah.
slow. Like I'm just thinking like, gosh, they really slowed this down for me. I'm gonna go three. I'm gonna go three for me. Right in the middle. Right in the
Right
middle
in the
for me.
middle.
I think right in the middle. Like I could probably be pushed over because I actually did enjoy it was funny. I enjoyed the show. I'm interested to see, where it all goes. I like the concept. It seems pretty clean, pretty simple, kind of
Yeah.
straightforward. There was enough action for me. It just kind of seems like this as 1,000 episodes. I'm so intimidated by it. I'm intimidated by the fact that I'd have to sit there with three TVs to watch all of it. Like
Oh
it's a
yeah.
lot. They're 24 minutes apiece. I'm no math doctor, but that was like 24,000
Bro,
minutes.
that's your whole anniversary right
It's
there.
my whole 10 years.
That's your
It's
whole
my
10
whole
years
10
to catch
years,
up.
I should have been doing it. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been wasting my time not watching One Piece. I should have started 24 years ago.
Years ago. Mm,
So yeah, I'm gonna say it's in the middle. It's in the
Sitting
middle.
there.
And maybe I could throw one episode on because they're so
Yeah.
easy. They're super fast.
Yeah, like I said,
Uh,
it is kind of a slow burn in the beginning. Like I said, it's
hmm
kind of like it really is but it really does give the
It pays
payoff for
off.
the
There's
time. Yeah,
payoff.
there's payoff for the time you put on it. Like I said, it
Okay.
is a great story, so it is worth putting the time in. It's just like
You know
it's
what?
just when
Maybe
you see that episode list and you see that number, and it's just like, oh
it's
my
daunting.
gosh,
It's
it's
daunting. It's
yeah,
daunting.
it really is.
I'll give it 60 episodes. How about that?
60 episodes. There you
I'll
go.
give it
We'll
60
get to
episodes.
60, come back to it, we'll see where we are.
Okay. All right.
All right, guys. Well, that's all the time we have for today. As always, drop a comment, leave a like, let us know what you thought about this. If this is your first time watching it, or if you've been a fan, if you have seen all 1060 episodes, let us know. As always, again, no spoilers, guys, because all the fights and stuff that happen. You know what's coming up in this next new episode. So
Don't let
please,
me
no
know.
spoilers. Don't let Sal know. Don't let our new anime friends know. And if it's your first time watching this, let us know what you think. Let us know how much time you're willing to dedicate to catch up to the show.
I mean, the movie's coming out, so you
The
got to
movie's
watch all
coming.
of it.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch it. Figure it out, man. All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for today, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Peace.